Welcome back to another episode of The Sea Life. If you watched the last episode, Joel was missing a very important part, and his truck project came to a standstill. And on this episode, he continues to work through his mess of a truck to try to get it running before we head back to Saudi Arabia. He also takes the kids shooting and mocks up the wiring in the truck. So follow along on this week's adventure.
All right. Welcome back. It's been a couple of days. Whoa. Welcome back. It's been a couple of days. I got my O-rings again. Very disappointed about that. You spent a lot of money on a kit and, a little bit of extra O-rings. This is what they include in the kit, and it's spread across 3 different bags, and it stopped me cold. I had to go back into town, and this giant assorted O-ring kit cost me $9, which it's silly because it in the long run it probably cost me $100 if not more, because I had to go back into town and do all that shit. So include extra O-rings. It's not hard. So we're gonna slap an O-ring on here and then start buttoning it back together, slowly but surely. What you can't see in the background is there's my little friendly rabbit. I'll try to catch him footage. He just keeps walking back and forth. He's definitely not afraid of me, and I've gave him no reason to be afraid of me because, I'm not going to eat him. Oh, you guys are infuriating. I'm not happy. Missing more stuff. I'm just getting really pissed.
Joel looked all over for the missing part, and he discovered not only was he missing the bolts, but he was also missing the firewall heat shield. So he continued with what he could and then moved on to the interior of the truck.
Now we have to try to get a nut and a washer on these bolts without kicking them out the other side and dropping everything. Install well nuts. Interesting. I don't know what a well nut is. Put this back up here. Tighten it down. Alright, so now we got to do these 2 top screws here. This is use the bracket to level it. Pretty close. Alright, it is roughly installed. Again, found more hardware I was missing. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to finish this when it comes to it, but I think I'm just going to have to, I don't like all these bolts. I mean, I get it, but I think I'm just going to weld this plate in when it's all done. And that way I can just fill in the holes and it's all nice and clean. finger off the trigger. You gotta let that finger go. So, maybe try to lift the gun up just a touch. There you go. Good job. Ooh, just above the target. Just above the bullet. See it?
Yeah.
Here, hitting paper.
Can we go see it?
Wait till grandpa's done, okay?
Where is he even shooting?
Over there shooting at reactive targets. Finger off the trigger. Once you do, keep your finger off the trigger. Squeeze with this hand. Now pull this wood forward. It's ready to fire.
And do I just fire?
Yeah, whenever you want. Good job. High in the middle.
Oh, I saw.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? That's
I
a
got
good shot.
bullseye.
Yeah, finger off the trigger.
Oh, you got like
Yeah, that was a good
half
shot
bullseye.
there. Yeah,
You got
right on the top of the bullseye.
Yeah?
Good job, buddy.
You got like
Finger off the
half
trigger.
bullseye, half black.
Think it better with this gun than the pistol. Ah, I hate that noise.
Wait, can I refill it?
Get ready to shoot.
Fire!
I got it. Dead center. Right in the middle.
Yes! Perfect shot.
In case there's any questions, I spend most of my time just aimlessly wandering back and forth between this space. I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done, there's going to be about a 12-inch deep rut because I set something down over here and I forget about it and I walk back there and I look for it. Then I come over here and then I look over there. And yeah, I kind of just paddle back and forth. So far, this is my plan. I was going to put it behind the firewall, but I don't know. I mean, I'd have to go through right here. It wouldn't be that hard. But right now I'm still thinking of just running it through here and then coming up the fender right here and then going back, and then I'd be able to follow up over and connect to the battery. That's a tough one. I still want to go through the firewall. This is hard because I want it cleaner, but I mean, it's an old engine. It's never going to be perfect. I don't know. Tough seas. If I do that, if I start bitching and whining about clean, I'm gonna have to move the thermostat to over on the head over here because I don't really like it there either. Slippery slope that I find myself in. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna keep just kind of cleaning up the wire as I go. So I took the fender off and I made this super awesome template with high-speed tape. So now I can run my loom down and I kind of have an idea where the fender goes, and I can always massage it into place because I've got a little back there that I would like it to go. But once I get it kind of sort of set, then I'll put the fender back on and I'll trim it to that length and then keep coming around because I can mount it inside the fender. I think that's what I like the most. I think that's my win. So, yep, we're going to that. All right. First cut, about to do some sketchy shit. We're going to try these heat gun soldering. Heat gun shrink wrap tubey things. We'll see. My confidence of them being next to the exhaust is limited, but this wire is very long, so hopefully I can run it back more to where it's within an acceptable distance. But I've got a stupid amount of wire here. I guess I could coil it up for now and tuck it away until I figured out exactly where my exhaust is. It might not be a bad idea. I hate it when I out-talk myself. Yeah, we're gonna cut a bit out of it. So, let's say, we'll cut it here. Alternative lifestyle side cutters, formerly known as, you called it, dikes. Oh no! You know, I should just pull the O2 bung out and make it easy. Stop. Ta-da! This is going to be a learning curve here. So we slide it on. This might be horse shit. I did get the good ones that you crimp and they heat up, but I wanted to try these. We'll see if that's too much for it to slide over. I venture to say this heat gun, which is badass, is older than me. It gets hot as bejesus. Yep. Look at that, it did melt. Well, I guess time's gonna tell, guys. Hang in there, boys. We've only had one beer. Ah, two, I take it back. Pretty tight. Or not. Maybe I need to let it cool off a little longer. That was kind of horse shit. Guess it was just that one. Sure, it was all me. Here, let's give him a tug. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's tight. That's tight. Tight. Yeah, I should have staggered the cuts, because then I wouldn't have this big ball of schmag here in the middle, but we'll get over it. And now we can plug you back in. I get it. It's a little long still, but my intent is to move it. So this will all get stuffed somewhere along these lines. You know, get stuff away from these headers. Okay, that will work. So all these wires are for optional stuff like electric fans, an AC kickdown, which eventually I will have to figure out, and I'll have to snake it back through. But I can do that. Once I get the gist of it, it won't be that much work. This far away from the header. I think I need a fender. Next day, same shirt, getting a little ripe, not gonna lie. I don't have any work clothes out here. I borrowed this from my brother. So, gonna try to finish the wiring and get it up on this side. And then we'll see. And start working on the fuel system. There's a laundry list of stuff to do. All right, here's your update. So it's all loosely put together, it's run down. It's got more than enough slack to where I can push it and kind of put it back behind the fender and stuff like that. Dad had a good idea to actually mount the box in front of the old fan hole. I kind of like it. So we'll play with it here in a minute and see. The wires have run inside the fender well to the battery. If I take a nice step back, you can see I have made them ridiculously long, with the sole intent that I know there's going to be some movement and pushing around and stuff like that. Right now I have to take an ignition lead, which you might be able to see is draped over the windshield here, and I've got to rerun that back through the cab underneath the dash, and then I will make it come out over here, and that's what I need to kind of wire in, and that turns the relays on and makes everything pop. So that's where we're at now.
Join us next time as I meet the family back out at the cabin after my trip. Joel continues to work on the truck, and we get a visit from one of the locals in the area, all before we have to head back to Saudi Arabia. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when we release new videos. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.